Welcome to Comments Podcast, the show where we discuss a variety of topics with your host, Nina. Hair loss has been at the forefront of attention during lockdown as hairdressers remained closed and most of us resorted to DIY home haircuts. However, alongside dodgy haircuts, hair loss or alopecia is another hair problem which afflicts many men and women too. It is often wrongly assumed hair loss primarily affects only men, yet women too can experience this condition. Both genders may experience either the thinning of hair or permanent hair loss where there is absolutely no hair regrowth at all. There are a variety of reasons why individuals face this condition, but it is associated primarily with the aging process, hereditary genetic factors, or less well-known reasons it may occur is due to poor nutrition, hormonal imbalances, stress, or even pregnancy. Alopecia can genuinely detrimentally affect the overall mental and emotional well-being of many. The resultant impact of hair loss often causes reduced self-confidence, lack of self-esteem, especially if it is perceived as a sign of premature aging, leads to extreme self-consciousness, especially upon younger people. Waking up one morning to discover large amounts of strands of hair have fallen out and areas of bald patches or thinning hair, a receding hairline, can really impact the emotional and mental well-being of many. Hair loss problems or alopecia is a condition which affects millions, and there have been many attempts at finding a cure treatment for the condition over the many decades. There are numerous products on the market for sale claiming to provide an effective remedy for hair loss prevention, but there are huge discrepancies in their levels of effectiveness. Nonetheless, annually, millions of pounds are spent by consumers in the hope of finding a treatment or product that works for them. However, one treatment which seems to be showing signs of promise is stem cell therapy. The good news is there may be the possibility of a potential remedy to prevent hair loss permanently eventually. Apparently, scientists in Japan claim to have detected stem cells which are integral in the hair regeneration process. It is far too early to state that there is a cure for hair loss, but at least there is the tangible glimmer of real hope of the development of a long-lasting solution. What exactly is stem cell hair transplant therapy? A term which many of us, like myself, are probably really unfamiliar with. A stem cell hair transplant has certain similarities to a traditional hair transplant, but it encourages hair regrowth, in contrast, not being a purely cosmetic process. The procedure itself involves removing a small skin sample, or otherwise known as a micrograft, containing hair follicles, often from the back of the scalp of the person. The follicles' regenerative cells are then harvested back in a laboratory. Next, these regenerative stem cells are injected into the area of the scalp which is affected with the hair loss. The stem cells then activate neighbouring hair follicles to stimulate hair regrowth. Stem cell therapy still appears to be in its infancy as a permanent cure for hair loss, but it is showing some really promising signs. Hair growth and rejuvenation treatments are still in development, but many people eagerly wait in anticipation of a permanent solution to facilitate hair regrowth. Millions are patiently waiting for this miracle cure. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. You can subscribe to the Comments podcast via iTunes, Spotify, and other major podcast providers.